don't know if anyone's ever done this before. Hi, I'm Jane at TwoFoldBooks, and I usually have more than one perspective or answer. Today, I'm letting my sock drawer choose my TBR because I'm moving across the country in 2 weeks. So I'm filming in advance because I gotta start packing tomorrow. The first part of packing, of course, is setting aside everything you need for the weeks while you're packing and unpacking. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So this is my very first TBR game. I'm really a mood reader. I don't know how many of the books we choose today I will actually read. But the rules of this game are not about punishing me or having to read books I don't want to read. I'm a mood reader. We're just creating a mood catalog for the next few weeks. So I'm going to reach in my sock drawer without looking and pick a sock and whatever color that pair of socks is. I'll go look on my bookshelves for a book I want to not pack that's cover is that color. One of the rules is if I pick two of the same color, that color's just out for the rest of the game. We want to make it a little more interesting. I think I'm gonna pick about 10, 6. I can't decide. Okay, I'm gonna pick 10, but I'm not committed to not packing up some of those 10 later if I realize that 10 books in my suitcase is a little much. Let's keep in mind, I also have access to libraries, so I have audiobooks I can borrow, I have ebooks I can borrow. I don't need to carry around 10 bucks. All right, let's get started. Black. First thing we get black. Let's see. What do I want to read with a black cover? Nothing I'm thrilled about on this side. Let's see about the other side. Okay, I'm not thrilled about this one, but haven't actually read it. So I've never read Breakfast at Tiffany's. I have a copy, but I've never read it. If you've never heard of it, Holly Golightly is the hero in a story about quirky New Yorkers finding their way. Polka dots. I don't know if I have a polka dot book. Let's find out. We also have blue, red, pink, and green, and white to choose from. Okay, so it doesn't get all the colors, but there's this lime green that matches. A Long Way Gone by Ishmael. The subtitle is Memoirs of a Boy Soldier, so that's pretty self-explanatory. I want to read this one for the African Author Challenge, so that helps out. Number 3. Gray. Gray socks. Let's see what we've got in gray. Well, I see one right away, but I'm not sure I want to read it. All right. So, Tiki by Thor Heryerdahl has a gray spine. I have this because I read something else by Thor Heryerdahl, and I will just read the back. Tiki is the true story of a voyage hailed as one of the most fantastic feats of daring and courage of our generation. Not our generation. An international bestseller in English and 22 other languages. Well, that's not a lot of information, but okay. Next. Red and black. Okay, I know what I'm picking for red and black. Check that out. Outlaw Culture by Bell Hooks. Never read it. It's been on the list forever, which is why I have a copy. So it looks like this one is a theory and critical analysis of film representation. the back also includes this genre as culture studies, race, and ethnicity. It's about time. More black. Well, while I was looking for the other black, I did find a second book that I was maybe willing to read, so I know which one that is. So the spine of Running with Scissors is black, the cover's orange, but the spine is black. And so Running with Scissors by Augusten Burroughs is a fictionalized memoir about his growing up with his mother's psychotherapist and his family. I remember hearing an NPR story with Augusten Burroughs and thinking, yeah, I want to read that book. I've seen the film adaptation, but I've never read the book, so this will work. You know, sometimes you find a movie and you don't know it's a book till later. More red. Maybe I should start on the other side. Okay, it's not the same shade, but I was really thinking about Why Did Saragosso See this morning. Again, I've seen film adaptations, which is why I want to read the book, but then I never read the book. Why Did Saragosso See by Rhys is a prequel to Jane Eyre, written much, much later by a different author. It's about the romance between the guy in Jane Eyre and his previous wife, who was, you know, the woman in the attic. And I was told to read this by a college professor, or at least see the films, and I did. I saw both film adaptations. All right, what are we up to? All right, so we're up to number 7. I know these socks. Blue. All right, what do I want to read with a blue cover? Obviously, I have some books, but that book is wild. That book is wild. That book is wild. They're just all really long. I need something a little gentler than what I've already picked. Okay, I found 2 blue books, but I haven't read this. A Woman of the Iron People, and then I look at it, it says part 2, so that's why I didn't read it. I still want to read part 1 first, so I'm not going to go with that one. But then I have The Music of Wild Birds, which I believe is a poetry volume. Ooh, pretty. Look at that. Okay, wow. So I don't know if I will read this. This is non-fiction-y. This is actually showing the musical notation for birdsong, which I can read some musical notation, but wow. I'll look pretty snazzy carrying around a square book, though. White, finally! I own white socks, I promise. I'm definitely starting on the other side for this. Here we go. So, The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz is pretty popular on BookTube. There's lots of people who've reviewed it and talked about it, and I did purchase it for my birthday on the recommendation of a friend. I don't really know what it's about, and sometimes I really like going in with no information. It's really fun just to have the whole book be discovery. Another white one. What even is that? So this is interesting. Everyone's talking about No Exit. There's a new book called No Exit, and I just keep thinking of this book or play, No Exit by Sartre. I didn't even realize I had it, and I have never read it. It says, and 3 other plays, Dirty Hands, The Flies, The Respectful Prostitute. So I know absolutely nothing about what any of these plays are about. I just know that it's classic that has withstood the test of time. Final book, number 10. Let's hope it's something interesting. Ooh, maroon. Maroon books. I feel like that's going to drive me towards classics, but this is the intimidating side of the bookshelf. The other side is the fun side. I'm going to look over there. No joy. That's like the exact color, but I'm not reading a textbook right now. Is my body's great color? Not really. I don't exactly have like a maroon covered book, but if we call it purple, I'm going to go with Weird in a World That's Not a Career Guide for Misfits by Jennifer Romolini. A career guide, kinda. It seems like it's also in that autobiographical format, but I guess I'll let you know when I finish it. This book I put in my birthday haul video as well. I bought it for myself this year, and I've really been wanting to read it since it came out, and I've never gotten around to it, so I think this is a good way to do that. I really love this cover with her upside down. I think that's cool. Let's put the socks away. So we end up with 3 color repetitions, 3 books that are adapted to film, 2 books that are kind of textbooky. The White Saragosso C is a Norton Critical Edition with probably a lot of academic bits in the beginning and the end, and only 1 hardback, so that's nice for the traveling aspect. And we had 1 book that was put back on the shelf for pretty good reasons. So that's the books that are not gonna get packed, and I'll let you know later how many of them I actually read in the next few weeks. If you loved this TBR game, let me know if you would like to see it again, or if you would like to see different kooky TBR games. Let me know what your favorites are, or if you're just up for random. Also, if you like this video, please go ahead and feed that algorithm beast. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.